Republic. It was my first time there. So you know when you travel, you got to come back and relax your body from the trip and reflect. Because I had never been there before, didn't know what to expect. And it was really nice trip. Every time I say, oh, that was my best, then I end up having another best. And I just really enjoyed myself. That was my first time having the all inclusive, and I am spoiled. I don't think I will ever do anything else in a resort but the all inclusive. I was walking around because, like I said, I've been home for a week. So I was walking around getting breakfast, getting exercise. Whenever I want a snack, I go to the coffee house. It was like meals were prepared for me on standby, and I couldn't have planned it better myself because they had figured everything out for me in my package. Like they had me go trying Brazilian food, then they had me trying Mexican food, then they had me trying Dominican food. It was so much food to try, and it was VIP services. Everybody was coming around. Man, you need anything? Pour my drinks. You talking about spoiled? Even though when I did get off the plane and I got into my own car, it felt so good to be in my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it felt good to have a home to come back to. Because I said that because I've been watching YouTube this morning. It's 2 o'clock Saturday morning. When I first got back, it was 29 degrees. I left Paradise, which was warm, and came back to the cold. So I've been in the house all week, mainly because it's cold. So tomorrow it'll be 74 degrees, and I'll get out the house and sit on the porch and enjoy some fresh air. Enjoy 74, but today is still cold. So, like I said, I have been here in the bed, and I almost lost my train of thought. It was so much to do there, like walk around, eat. The food was ready and available. I came home. I've been eating oatmeal, which I like my oatmeal now. So I've been eating oatmeal, the maple brown sugar type, but it's instant. Then I had like bacon, cheddar cheese, grits, like instant food. And I'm like, man, I really miss that food. They had some German food, like, cause it was German potatoes, and I was just eating eggs and potatoes, and I tasted like vinegar, and I knew I had that taste before. That's how the Germans fix their potatoes. It's like a vinegar taste to the potatoes. They always had fresh vegetables and fruit every morning with your breakfast. They had boiled eggs. They had tropical fruits you could try. Now, this is fruit I have been seeing online. I don't know the name of it, but it tasted like muscadines and sour apple together. You know, every time I taste something, it tastes familiar, but it looked different. So, like I said, I really just enjoyed myself. And since I've been home, I'm like, man, I can't really just get out and walk like that because for some reason, the people here, they train their dogs to attack and, just these wild dogs. I don't like animals. So they be like, oh, he's friendly. I don't like animals, period. So they got dogs all over the place barking at you. I tried to walk up my neighborhood one day, and this woman, she just had her little gate, and these dogs were just barking. I just hate that. So I usually go to the gym, but I would rather be out in the fresh air, but I can't because these people, it's like everybody has a dog. But anyway, I was able to walk on the resort and not worry about being attacked. I can go to the beach and just, enjoy that freedom of just walking and enjoying everything in peace. But even now that I'm home in my comfort, it's no walking because I live in the woods a little bit. So, right outside of the city limits. So, it's not really a walking place. Like I would want to be able to be somewhere that I can just get that type of exercise that I got over there. Get that type of food that I got over there. Like every morning, the fresh vegetables. You know what I'm saying? The fresh fruit. Yeah, but so I'm back to my own zone. And I told my brother I'm going to Bali for a year. Sounds good, right? Because this one person, like I said, I've been watching YouTube. One person said, "Oh, you can live in Bali for $300 a month," and I'm like, "I'm going to Bali for a year and save so much money." Then I seen one person's video. They said they spent $1,800, and they was, when you get there, you still gotta live. So you gotta buy your taxi, you gotta buy your food. So I don't know why the other person said it was $300, but they was like, after you get through paying for all the things, the services, you're gonna end up spending 1,800. Then one girl, she bought a. I'm getting hot. She bought a one-way ticket to Thailand, and she's homeless over there. And then one girl is in Mexico and she's not happy. So I'll watch other people's videos just to get ideas to where I want to go next. So that's what I've been doing all morning. And I do want to go to Cancun, Cabo, and Bahamas. Those three are on my to-do list. And then, I haven't did Turks and Caicos. It's a lot that I haven't did. So I went through France, but I've never been to the Eiffel Tower. My plane stopped there. I thought about leaving because we had a layover, but I was like, I didn't want to leave, check out my luggage, and have to check back in. It's a lot of work. So I just stayed at the airport. But next time I'm going to plan at least 2 or 3 days in Paris so I can see, the touristy things. Yeah, so that's all I've been doing. Just home relaxing, thinking like what's next. Thinking about like, are you happy? You know what I'm saying? Are you satisfied? Are you taking things for granted? And I do kind of feel like, because I was watching this girl's video, I kind of feel like when you have everything, you do kind of take everything for granted. It's when you don't have everything, it's when everything, how did I say it? Let me look up and see what I said exactly on Facebook. It was immediately after watching her video that I had that thought. I said, oh no, I said, oh, you didn't. Hold on. I said it's like when you have everything, it's nothing, but when you have nothing, it's everything. So when you have everything, it's nothing. This stuff, it means nothing to you. But when you don't have everything, you need a TV, you need a bed, you know what I'm saying? But once you get everything, it's like, I got everything, now what? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I am in life. Like, I got everything, but I've been without too, like humble beginnings. So I know not having everything, and I was like, you just can't get rid of everything and start over. And I think I'll never do that, but I do want more money to travel and stuff like that. But just over here, just first of all, gratitude, because I'm very happy that I'm in a position, very happy that I have a roof over my head, very happy that I have transportation. Those are the pros. The cons is I need more money. I want to travel more because, like I said, you get trapped in your zone. That's what happens to a lot of people. Like, I bought a smaller house because I didn't want to be house poor. I said this before, and that I can travel, and then I had the RV. I didn't have a car, so I was using my car money now for trips and stuff. But anyway, you have to figure out your next step as you go. And I'm just kind of like trying to be still and figure out my next step. I know exactly what I want to do, and I know I spend a lot on those credit cards, and I know I have to sit down and pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? And I wish my YouTube would do better so that I could have more. So that was my plan too with the YouTube. I was like, okay, I see a lot of people online, they're making videos and they're making the money and they can travel more. So it was like a revolving thing. But for me, I'm using my check, which I always pay all my bills and whatever I have left over. That's what I travel with. And I could do more if I had more. But I don't have more right now. So my thing is, try to make the best, smartest move possible, just so I won't be, so I won't mess myself up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna always make sure I pay my mortgage. I'm gonna always make sure I pay my car note. I'm gonna raise credit cards. And one thing I did do wrong, I was using one credit card to pay everything and just put $1,000 on that credit card, and then that interest kept going up. And which I know now that I should have put like 1,000 on this card, pay that off, put 1,000 on this card, pay that off, instead of putting everything on one card. Because the thousands I was putting into it, it wasn't doing anything because the interest steady building up, and I was steady using the card because I'm going for the max. You know what I'm saying? So so you gotta be careful with that. So, and it's hard too because it's gonna be spring. Like I said, it's cold today, but when it feels good out, I don't mind being in the house. But when it's warm outside, I don't want to sit in my room. I don't care how comfortable and everything it is. My mind said, let's get outside and play. Let's have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's going to be rainy one day. You can't get out. It's going to be cold like it is now. You don't want to be out. You know what I'm saying? So take advantage of those spring, because summer is going to be too hot. I know I went to Panama one year. It was so freaking hot. It was miserable. I had to leave the pool and go back to my room and stay in the air conditioning because it was too hot outside. So, you know, you gotta enjoy the good days. Now tomorrow it's supposed to be 74, and I'm gonna be on the porch enjoying, outside. But yeah, right now I'm watching Boomerang. It's a classic. So I went to take a shower, and the TV just turned off by itself. I keep jumping, but it turned off by itself. This LG smart TV. I know your TVs do that too. Every time you leave the room, it'll start like cutting itself off, watching me. But anyway, Boomerang is on the smart TV right now, and I'm looking at Angela's character. She knew the other girl had messed with Marcus, and she messed with him too, and she was dating his friend. So I was like, I don't even realize if I knew this back then when it first came out, but I'm like, ugh. She was wrong. They all were working in the same place and dating the same guy and all that. Ugh. But anyway, I'm relaxing still because it's like you can't rip and run every day. You have to sit down and just think like what's next. And like I said, I'm filled with gratitude. I'm very thankful. But on the other hand, it's more out there and I want more. So I did have a good time, and just to let y'all know what I'm doing today, which is relaxing. I've been doing this all week, so you'll see what's next when I figure out what's next. But thank you for watching my videos. Bye.